Thanksgiving is literally a few days away, so this is a really cute and funny banner that you can make pretty easily. All you need is some glitter cardstock and your cutting machine, and we're gonna get straight into it. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Y'all know I don't like the long talking, so let's get straight into this tutorial for you guys. And first off, I have them here just to show you the font and stuff. Then I'm gonna show you how I put it all together. Real simple, real easy. Now, this font here is Futura LT Condensed Bold. It is free. This one is double whipped. This one is free if you have Cricut access, okay? So first you're gonna start off, you're gonna click on the text over here in the left side. You see it came all the way at the top. It's a little small. We're just gonna make it bigger. To move it, the edge, anyone on the edge, you're just going to drag or pull in, right? When you double click in here, you can change the text. So you're going to type in your words. We're doing eat. Now, do not do the entire sentence like that. What I'll do is either grab another text, double click, put in the @ sign, or you can right click and press duplicate instead of continually going over to text. Then you put in the number 6. Also, to duplicate, you can go over here on the right side and this plus sign right here. You click it, and that's the same thing. So we're going to do that for the 9 also. So it's eat at 6. Remember, it's whichever way you choose. Leave at 9. And I'm just going to duplicate. You know what? I won't even duplicate. I'm going to take this back. Because when I look at this @ sign, for me, it's a little too thin. So what I did was I went up top here, and you're going to choose the offset feature. And then choose how big you want that offset. I come in close because I don't want it to touch. But if you come a little bigger, it can be one cut. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Click apply. When you move it off, you see it's going to touch each other. And it won't have that dangly space. So maybe that is a little better. And this one, I'm just going to delete. Just remember that once you use the offset, you cannot double click it and change because it's just the offset. So now I'm going to duplicate it for our number 9, right? And literally that's it for your banner. Then you're going to change it to the sizes that you need. And with the thicker letters, I did 5 inches in height. It looks small because I'm zoomed in. So I'm changing all of them to 5 and then line them up and see how you like them. Also with the numbers, if you feel like this is not thick enough, you can change that as well. So same thing with this, you're going to change the height to 5 inches. And the height up here is at the top. I forgot to say that. And H is for height, obviously. W is for width. Now, these are all the words for the banner. And you see they're different colors. You want to just change them all to black so that they go to the same mat. Now, what you want to do before we finish this, you're going to select the word. You're going to right click. And you're going to ungroup right here. Same thing for leave, and I'll tell you why. Also, you can ungroup at the top right here. These 2 little squares at the beginning, that's the ungroup option as well. Click that. Now, with it ungroup, when you move it each individual letter. This is easier for when you send it to the mat and you want to move things around. You could just choose a letter, move it. If you don't have them ungrouped, they'll go to the mat all together and you'll have to move the whole entire word. And this just makes it easier. Now, for your script banner, of course, the beginning is the same process. give us the text. We're not doing caps lock. We're doing lowercase letter for our script. When the text is so tiny, you see it doesn't have the prompts there that we could drag and make it bigger because it's so small. Just go into size, double click anyone, change it to whatever size you feel. It doesn't matter, just to get that there so you can move it around if you need to. Now again, remember I said this font, it's not free if you don't have Cricut Access. I do have it, so it's not showing me the actual price. So you can go in, you click the text that you're using, go up to font right here, hit the drop down button, and when you know the font, you just type it in. And there it goes. Also, you see this font box and it's blocking our text because, and like once you select your font, you can't see it. You can click it at the top here and drag it over and like move it over out of your way when you're using it. Just a little tip. And we're going to get rid of that. Now these, you're going to ungroup before we resize them because they're a little different and you have to string it up. Like just imagine the string you're going to have it going across here. So you want everything to kind of be leveled. So your longer letters, the T and the L, are going to be a little bit bigger. So I'll show you. So let me finish all of the words. Basically, you know, repeating the step that we did already. Eat at 6. Let me move it down here. We'll work on it here. I like to see it the way it needs to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all of these. Oh, it didn't stay. Hold on. Highlight them, right click, and just duplicate everything. Come out of it, and then just change what we need it to be. Now with these, we're going to ungroup like before, but all of these letters are not going to be the same size. Where am I? Ungroup. So for the smaller letters, oh, it's giving me the size. I don't like that. Because if you look here, the inches it's giving you is the box, all of that empty space. So bring it in, and it doesn't even want me to bring it in. Cricut be testing my nerves, child. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to change this one to 4 inches in height so that we know the exact height. Because now let's change this to 4 inches and look at the difference. See how tiny that is? Because it's measuring that empty space there. Usually when you just bring it in, hold on, let me ungroup. Make it larger. And if we bring, how it's stretched out my poor letter. Take that out. Let's delete that. Let's type a new one. And we're going to, it's still on double whipped, so we're just going to change it to an A. There we go. See, that's what 4 inches actually looks like. Now this E, I'm just going to take that out the way. I don't know why that always happens. Duplicate, and we'll just change this to the E. Now the T is going to be 5 inches. So that's the difference, like I said. So all of our smaller letters are going to be 4, like this. And when you string it up, you can push them closer and put this piece in the back so you don't see it. Or if you prefer, or your customer prefers, it'll be stringed up so you can move them along. And you see the difference? Cute. Now, what I did do, the 6 also we're going to change to 5 inches. And I did the same thing with the @ sign. I went into the offset to make it a little thicker. Because if you look at it compared to the, take it off. Look at that. Oh, that's too big. See that? It's missing. You can barely see the A. So we're going to go back and make it, bring it down a little bit smaller so we can actually identify what it is. Apply. That's better. Take that out. And there we go. See that? Now, because this, look at this one. It fits, you see? There's no space around this block. I don't know what's happening here. So let's change the height, but let's be grateful that we don't have to do that all over again. Change the height on the smaller letters all to 4. Oh, that one, look, see, that one has it. Let's see, this E doesn't. So we're going to delete that one. We're going to change this one to 4 inches and just make a duplicate. We're not trying to stress ourselves out. Look, it went back on it. Huh. Now for the L, we're going to change it to 5 inches. Now, if you look at the L, it does look a little skinny, right? In the 5 inches. So if you want, you can just, let's move it over a little bit. Stop playing. And what we're going to do, oh, wait a minute, let me show you something. What we're going to do, you can put the offset on there. Y'all see how my mind works? I'm just jumping from thing to thing. Right here, let's see how that looks. See that? And it looks a little thicker, and it kind of matches up better. It's solely up to you. So we're going to take away this one and just duplicate this one. Also, change the at to 4.5. So you're going to have the small letters at 4, the at 4.5, the numbers here at 5. 5. Duplicate. There we go. Let's get another at. And that's it. This is your banner. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to highlight these, change it to red, just so we have them cutting on a separate mat, right? Now don't let my screen confuse you. I already had some waiting. That's why, again, it's 2 sets, right? Change. So these are 2 separate colors. Oop, don't stretch it, go back. So it doesn't allow you to change them together. So select one, red, red. There you have it. Then, once you're finished this process, you're going to go up here and save. I already have it saved. Save as is if you already have this saved and you want to save the new changes, you save it to a new project, right? Save it as whatever you want it to be. Choose the machine you're using. I'm using the Venture this time. I'm going to take these away because I don't want to cut 2 banners or 4. I just want to cut these, right? Now, before we go to the Venture, I'm just going to choose the Maker just to show you how it comes up. So we're going to click Make It. And it'll show you how many mats you need here. So you see that? It's 2 mats for the large letters, 3 mats for our script letters. I'm going to go back. Just know with the Venture, it's going to be the same amount of cardstock. Our mats are just different. So I'm going to click on Make, and I'll show you what I'm saying. When you click on mat, you're going to choose which one, the 24 by 12 or the 24 by 28. I'm going to choose 24 by 12 first, and then I'll show you the difference with here too. So I'm going to go and confirm. Now this is what these mats look like. But what you have to remember is we're using 12 by 12 cardstock. So we're going to line up one here, and the other one is going to hit 12 inches, and then we're going to line up the other one right here. So they're going to meet. So if we have any letters on this 12-inch line, it's going to be cut in half because it's not a whole set of cardstock. So what you're going to do is move all of your letters to fit 2 pieces of cardstock. See that? And then the same here for your script. You want to move them from that middle line. Unless you have 12 by 24 inch cardstock, then you can leave it. That hits kind of close, right? So let me try moving this up here. Still kind of close. So what I'll do is I'll move it here. Take this circle, you can turn it. See that? And I'm going to turn it back because I want to show you another option too. If, for instance, it couldn't fit and the only space would be here in the split and I don't want that to happen, you can click these 3 little buttons right here. Click on Move Object. Choose another mat. If you don't have another mat, you can press Extra for it to create a mat for you. I'm going to choose the second red mat. Click confirm. And now it moves my L over here. And I'm going to put it on this third piece of cardstock that I would cut on the next mat. And that's where it is. I'm going to cancel and go back because I also want to show you, if you choose the Venture and you choose their bigger mat, which is the 12 by 24 mat, press continue. It still sends it to the 12 by 12. Did I not choose it? Go to material size here. You can change it here. 24 by 28. I'm not paying attention. So that's what the bigger mat looks like. But you have to remember what cardstock you're using. Cricut does have 24 by 28 cardstock, but it's paper cardstock. We're not using that. We're using my 12 by 12 glitter cardstock. So you're going to line it up here. Your 12 is going to stop here. So that's the split for the cardstock. But also, this line here is the center of the mat, but not where the cardstock would end. It would end right here, 12. So you just have to remember to line your letters up where you're going to line up your two pieces. See? Here it has the bigger one, but if we change this, the smaller one, sorry, to 12 by 24, it's going to put all the red on this paper. What you're going to do, again, like I did before, move it over. This is our 12 mark. So we're going to just move this cardstock right up here, and you can line up 3 pieces of cardstock on the large mat. So you put one at the bottom here, one here, and one here. What you have to remember with the Venture, the paper on the mat is lined up from the bottom. It starts from the bottom right. So make sure when you're loading it, you add the paper at the bottom. It's not like our 12 by 12 mat, which starts at the top. I said right, it's left. Sorry, guys. The bottom left, it starts to align your stuff. 12 by 12 cardstock is the top left. But you see it here. It shows us here that it's not starting from the top. So you can do that. But you can also move everything to the top, and it'll cut there and line it up that way on your mat. So there's that. I'm going to change it back to 12 by 24. I'm going to load up my stuff onto my 12 by 24 mat, and we're going to get the cut in. And then we string our babies up and we're ready to go. And I will tell you that me instructing you takes a little bit longer. It's really simple. I just wanted to go through steps. So the time it takes to make this video is not the time it'll take for you to make this banner. So let's get it.
All right, so now we're on the mat, and I'm lining up the first set of cardstock. And remember what I told you with the 12-inch stop right there? And we line the other paper right up under it, like they're twins, right next to each other. You can also use the brayer to press down if your mat isn't that sticky. And now I set up the Venture, and it's ready to cut. This process didn't take long because it wasn't an intricate design. It was just a few minutes and it was ready to go. So now you see where the line is, and I made sure our design didn't get split on that line. Now this is a really thick, durable cardstock. So we're just peeling it right off. Then you're going to peel them, each individual letter. Just take them right off. This is a real simple and easy project that doesn't cost too much, but can be profitable because people love minimalist decor. Now, I'm just showing you here on the hole punch. It's a multiple hole punch. We're going to use the 1/16 of an inch punch. Now, this right here is called Stretch Magic. This thick roll was actually like $24 in Michael's, but they have smaller ones. It's what they usually use for beads, but it works really good with these banners. Now, when you punch the hole, you want 2 holes per letter, except for the letter V. So I'm going to repeat it on all. The letter V, I put 4 holes. You're going to put 2 holes per tab at the top so we could string it real smoothly. So just thread it through like you're threading a needle, in then out for each. And this is the end result of the banner, like you've seen in the beginning. Super cute. And for the funny family member, this is definitely not your traditional Thanksgiving banner. And this is what it looks like in the script. You see how the letters look like they're attached if you push them close enough? Super cute. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel to see more of my crafty projects.